We left at like 7:50.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Now, we're coming to, what is this, day 5?
It's just like day 2.
I know. So sad. But today was something else, guys. As always. I forgot my hydro flask, but when would we have a normal day? Anyways, we got up at like butt crack of dawn, before the butt crack of dawn actually, like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that. Anyway, I've tried to block it out of my memory. Or maybe that's just the lack of sleep talking, I don't know. Anyways, we got a taxi to the airport because we didn't want to be late to the airport. So we ended up showing up like 3 hours early. We got to the airport at 4:30 and our flight didn't start boarding until 6:20, but it didn't leave until 7. That was bananas. And then we were waiting at one terminal, goofing off, doing our thing, and then we found out that the plane got moved, so we still had our like little running spurt through the airport to go to the right terminal. Got in the terminal. We actually had to
check our luggage because like ours didn't fit in a little carry-on, and then we had to walk down these stairs, hop on a tram, and then ride across, like, I don't know where we were going, basically to the middle of this airfield, basically, to hop on the train. And it was like, we got on the tram though, it didn't, like, we weren't outside long, so we didn't really notice it was raining. It was, but it wasn't long enough to really care. Oh, when we got off to get onto the plane, it was like pouring, it was like everyone running everywhere.
It was literally crazy. People were going in the front of the plane and the back of the plane both ways, and there was 2 separate buses offloading people. Like, the buses were like full of people. And we had checked bags, and we kept on asking. We asked the person that was like standing at the bottom of the stairs, "Oh, do you want to take our bags, or where do we leave them?" Because we were told to leave them at the bottom, whatever that means. So we got all the way up into the plane with our bags on.
The guy told us to go up there.
And the lady was like just about to let us put our bags up in the cabinet, and I was like, "Do we need to do anything with these?" And then she saw the tag, and she was like, "Oh yeah, these have to go under." I was like, "Okay, well, no one told us." And she looked really annoyed that we had brought them up there. So it was a very awkward, like, we were helping greet the people kind of thing. We were standing where she was supposed to be standing, greeting people onto the plane. And then my backpack got hooked on like 3 different things as I was trying to leave. So I would take 2 steps and, take 2 steps. Yeah, but then we passed it off to somebody just hoping that they would actually put it on the plane. Got on the plane, did our thing. I literally knocked out.
We sat there for a while too. We were kind of like, what's going on?
Yeah.
We definitely didn't leave at 7:05.
Yeah.
We left at like 7:50.
Yeah. Anyway, we get off. We walk to the nearest train station. Everything's going well. We buy the train ticket before we even leave the airport. Get a Starbucks while we're waiting because it takes a little while for the train to get there. I found my picoballa in a grocery store. I've been looking for that like literally everywhere. And then we get on the train. What happens next?
We're going wrong direction. We were heading north.
Even though the sign said Wiesbaden, which is where we were supposed to be directing to from Frankfurt, and the sign said Wiesbaden, the sign said 12:30, which was our train time. The sign said everything correctly. However, when the train pulled up, it said something else. And I was like, that's kind of weird, but it is coming at the same exact time. The screen said the same thing that we need. So I was like, okay, well, let's just get on. And we ended up going all the way to Cologne. Because it was a non-stop train. For like, what, an hour and a half? Hour?
I'd say an hour. It didn't feel like it, only because we knew we were going for at least 20-30 minutes.
Yo, so
train.
Rachel's great at navigating, guys.
All the way to Cologne.
Which is north, and we need to go south.
Yeah, so now we still only have a 2.5 hour train, which is nice.
If we catch it and it's the right one, and we don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, so God be with us.
I noticed because we were supposed to make a stop and switch to another train at 12:50, or no, 12:55, and it was 1 o'clock, and I was like, we haven't stopped, and we need to switch trains. And so I pulled up my GPS and I just saw Stuttgart getting farther and farther and farther away from us. And I was like, so guess what? So we made a stop in Cologne, and thankfully the very next train was one that was going straight to Stuttgart. So we just hopped on that sucker, did not buy a ticket for it. We just used our old ticket. No one asked questions. The lady came around and scanned it. No problema.
Yeah, we weren't gonna pay for one anyway, so.
It was...
Honestly though, the girl who scanned our tickets the first time, we could have like fooled her. The lady who was scanning ours the second time kind of seemed like she'd be a stingy person.
Yeah,
like
true.
She kind of was.
She scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyways, we made it, went to Stuttgart, had to hop on another train. My mom's friend picked us up, and we're staying at her amazing house, thankfully. And then we went back out. We got to see the Christmas market, ice skate. I got to get my Christmas market foods.
Explain about how we got to the market.
What do you mean?
How we went to catch the bus.
Oh yeah. Of course, we don't get a break. So they were like, oh yeah, we have a bus stop like right outside, just right up the street. And we were like, perfect. We go up there, my GPS says it's supposed to come. I really honestly think we missed it, the one that passed by. You know what I'm talking about?
That one looked around.
I don't know. Anyway, there was one that passed by while we were sitting there, but we were kind of sitting in the dark because it got dark really early. And so I jumped up and was like, no, wait, no. And they just kept going, acting like they didn't see us. But anyways, so then another one came and I asked him, hey, can I get on this one and go to Goldberg? And he said no, because Böblingen is near Goldberg. And I could have taken that, but he only went to Böblingen, not Goldberg. So I missed basically the bus that would have taken us, and another one didn't come for like another hour, and it was already getting really late. So we decided to walk back to the house, and we were gonna order a Uber. And the people who were staying there let us have chicken curry with them, which was amazing, so good. And she was like, no, don't buy an Uber, I'll drive you, which is like amazing. So anyway, she took us to the train station. We ran our 5th Spartan to the other side, and I didn't realize there was like an overpass right where she had dropped us off. So I ran to the one that I could see that wasn't behind me when it was like directly behind me. Anyways, we buy a ticket, we're all in a rush, we're out of breath, and then we realize we have to wait 11 minutes for the next train. But as she was pulling up, she said, oh, I think that's your train. And she's like, oh no, it's actually the other train. That means that the one you need is coming soon. But I quickly found out that her facts are not always 100% because of the whole bus situation we had just experienced. But anyways, nevertheless, we did get downtown. We had a great time. We made it back most of the way.
Yeah.
And then we decided to get a taxi because we were afraid of the whole bus situation not working out again. So.
Yeah, we were freezing. There was like no.
It was 20 something degrees.
Degrees Celsius. Negative 1.5.
Gross.
Yeah, it was freezing, miserable. It was the best 39 euros we've ever spent. And since we saved money going there, it made it a little bit more worth it. We went ice skating, we watched couples fall. We got some hot
Glühwein. got to shower in an amazing rain shower.
I got 3 shower heads.
Oh my gosh, it's great. Anyway, tomorrow, another adventure, hopefully a little less adventurous because your girl getting tired. But back to Paris for the last time, Petty, and then we fly home. So sad.